Hi, my name is Mitchell Case. I'm the Instructional Media Lab Manager here at Adelphi University's Faculty Center for Professional Excellence. Today I'm going to walk you through some basic setup tips for Adobe Connect. First, when you're in the Adobe Connect room, you're going to turn everything on. So let's go ahead and turn on your microphone by clicking in the upper left-hand corner on the little microphone icon, Connect My Audio. It turns green so that you know your microphone is connected properly. Next, let's turn on your webcam. Now, if you can see your image, you know your webcam is working. If you don't, try reconnecting your webcam and start again. Now, your image is not live to the people in the other room until you click on Start Sharing, but we're not going to start sharing just yet. First, we need to test some other things before we start sharing our image. So let's click on Meeting from the upper left-hand corner and go to Preferences. Make sure Audio, you've selected Use Enhanced Audio, and that the acoustic echo cancellation mode is set to full duplex. Also, the audio quality should be set to best. On the video tab, you shouldn't have to change anything. You can leave everything just as is. When you're done, click Done. Now go back to Meeting in the upper left-hand corner and choose Audio Setup Wizard. These are a couple of basic steps that you can go through to test your microphone and to make sure the volume is set to the appropriate level. I would suggest going through these steps with your phone. When you're done, click Finish. You can test the audio to make sure that the levels are set to a proper volume. On the little speaker icon, the drop-down menu gives you an option to adjust speaker volume. Here's where you can adjust the speaker volume to make sure that your speakers aren't too loud. When you've found an appropriate volume, click OK. And the same thing can be done with your microphone volume as well. If you select the drop-down menu next to the microphone icon, you can adjust microphone volume. And if you found that your microphone is still pretty high, even after you've gone through the basic setup, you can reduce the volume by using the slider. I usually like to keep the volume set to somewhere in the middle. When you're done, click OK. Once you have your audio set, go ahead and click Start Sharing. Now your video image and your audio is available to everyone else in the room. If you need to reach out to your professor during the chat, you can use the chat feature in the lower right-hand corner, and you can just send the professor a chat. You can also send your professor a private chat if you don't want the rest of the class to see the message. So you would go back to the chat, and instead of clicking on the Everyone tab, you'll just click on the tab just for your professor. This is also a good space to use if you are encountering any problems with Adobe Connect. You can just let your professor know. For example, if you can't hear your professor, that's a good place to let the professor know about that. These are some basic steps that you can take to set up your room for Adobe Connect. I would encourage you to try these things at least a few minutes before class starts, just so you have enough time to troubleshoot and make sure everything's working properly. Again, my name is Mitchell Case. I'm the Instructional Media Lab Manager here at Adelphi's Faculty Center for Professional Excellence. Thanks for watching.